Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Chloe here, and we're going to be checking out another episode of Beacon Pines today. So, we had Beck play Sly Cop, and then basically we were able to figure out that Mr. Nuncreed might have something to do with this. So we were trying to get in Mr. Nuncreed's shop, but the door was locked, and so we took the telephone booth down to this godforsaken hellhole. Let's see, I guess I can't read. I'd rather not. This suit is a broken mask. So have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Oh, they think that Mr. Nuncreed did it? No way. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer, in a series of tubes. Pa always said you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in that situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Working remote. Coconut. Hi. Coconut's here. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Hey, Coconut. He's just vibing. I don't know. Can you guys see him? Coconut. Coconut. No, I don't think you can. Sorry. Coconut is as elusive as he is. Well, maybe. Coconut, come here. Come sit. Coco. Okay, he's just not gonna. Alright. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Babies, this was big the moment you got snatched. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech. I'm sorry. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, it gets you. Rolla, what did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow yet! What was that? Hide! Where? There's something about weird tubes down here. Just get back. Oh my god, it is Nuncreed. What the hell? Shit. 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 Awesome! You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Well, you don't get to talk about my dad. You know, if you hear Kiwi roaring and ripping around, he just had snacks. So, yeah, that's kind of how they're... Kiwi, you can't touch the ceiling. No, you can't touch the ceiling. You know, your father and I were friends back before
the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yup, total sidekick.
A growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believe in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead
He
and
shook
gone.
his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to the sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my
Luca
hand.
began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My Grana isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would
Color
she?
drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in this town square. The fountain, but why would...
Realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze, and dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Oh, okay, goodbye. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. Kiwi, are you in your little... They got a new cat tree. So he's been sitting inside the cubby hole because he can fit in it, and it's really exciting for him. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8. The cold, hard. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark.
Kiwi.
Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance.
Ooh, I
away.
love that
Her only
simile.
points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along.
Hey, nope. Stay away from Mommy's desk. She asked
She
you to
heard
just
the
let
tinny,
her
distant
be.
echoes of Rollo's glee.
Sorry,
Then,
glitched out for
all
a
of
second there.
sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face as she was flung out into the cold.
Oh my God, alone? That was intense. Yeah, I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold? Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up in the Nuncreed. I think he went this way. The house is gone. Wait a minute. Nuclear fallout. Nuclear winter. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear out the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. What the hell? Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension. So naturally, you don't need to go in the closet right now. We don't believe in putting people in closets, Mr. Wee. Okay, fine. You can go in the closet. Go ahead. Have at it, kiddo. Sorry, you're gonna have to look at my closet. He's just She's just gonna keep doing that. They keep naturally cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. Their final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should probably keep moving. Wait, but how did the fence go up right away? That's interesting.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square,
what the hell?
They spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Okay, I'm gonna check on Mr. Wheat here.
On closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss nearby. A wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not gonna solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eye.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Steadfast in awe, Luca approached closer.
No, Coco's crying.
Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you. And you who betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Nuncreed winced with anguish, his voice hardened.
That's not
They
true.
both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We had just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories.
But
Luca's
wait,
mind
so we're
flooded
still
with
not gonna figure out what
questions.
happened to Luca's mom?
The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage. And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything could go back to normal, I promise.
Stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper,
Roaring
don't.
his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Damn.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in
I just wouldn't
resignation.
have done that, you
The
know?
torch echoed as it ricocheted
I
down
just
the
wouldn't.
hall, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be
Before
willing
Gran
to.
could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Oh. Wait, did they just get all
Gran only
vaporized?
had time to spin around and run to Luca.
What the hell just
Her attempt
happened?
to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so
They were burned, but
our
it looks like.
story
Wait,
ends
they were
on this
frozen, but it
mountain
looks
in a
like they were
town
scorched.
brought low by its secrets. Sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Okay, very cool. We've explored all our options there. We have not explored all our options here. So, we're gonna tickle. This is where Rollo goes missing.
Time to bust out the tickles.
This is the timeline where Rollo goes missing instead of Luca almost getting attacked. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arm.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Hey up. Hey up.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Hey up, hey up, hey up.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Hey up. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening
His
us.
eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around,
He
new kid.
kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your
Shook the ooze
hair.
out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? Depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter The Best Policy.
I think the art shows her with, like, that little tuft of
Luca
white
paused
hair,
for a moment, catching his breath.
too, so
He'd only just met Beck.
I think we're
and
getting
somehow
closer.
He'd already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
There's a bunch of ooze that I cannot touch here. Guess we gotta catch up to Beck, I guess. What the hell? Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a
Roxy and Fitz
panic?
looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the
Roxy's temper
truth.
could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out
In
of
a
time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing at Wheatwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, and now it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow! Just
Roxy,
wow.
still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise. I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a
Luca wiped
plan?
his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder
Looking
than
into the puddle,
normal.
Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Okay, but I think I should find Beck. No? Wait, why the hell are you here, kid? Okay, I cannot talk to you. But, okay, let's try to find Beck, right? Like, why wouldn't I try to find her? No? Jump around. Jump, jump, jump around.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to?
Luca
What?
motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring, but the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca. Is there something else you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks. Oh,
Luca
God.
Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes, a deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
No, damn it. Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse. Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? First we were just looking around, and then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran, and that was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? That's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage, I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows how I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
Shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
Shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit. Damn.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor, the inside of the phone booth was now a loose cap. Luca winced and pressed as he braced for impact. He felt a cold rush of air. Two large figures, and Luca heard the deep nose too much. The end.
Huh.
Wait. No, this isn't the end. I know there's still... Somehow this one... Okay. Well...
Oh, Jesus. No, I'm sorry. Damn it.
A shame. Deeps if Mr...
No. Okay, no. Okay. This is an ending. This is the only other ending that we got. Flight.
Luca drew. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and
oh, damn. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Care, we'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Oh my god. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5.
I think we unlocked a new area.
They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
What? Wait, we got the... That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. What's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Wait, but why would we end up over here? The treehouse isn't even over here. Oh, shit. It's a bit down. Should we report this to Mr. Care? Still within safe ranges. Maybe spreading what's under control for now. Huh. Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Snow's gotta go.
The boys stared.
This doesn't make any sense. We're here in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? Guess we got turned around. Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. That's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of this leads to one source? Do you think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Sha-na-na-na, I gotta get some answers. Looks like the stuff they put up around the Weepwood. Stuff who put up? I don't know. Luca. Luca, are you there?
Almost forgotten.
It's that bozo Care. Oh, I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in these woods. No need to be rude. It seems like the only thing dangerous in these woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. It's all frozen.
Frozen stream. Luca.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's going to be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stump around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Okay, but you guys should get
The
inside.
boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence.
Damn, sorry, dropping. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah, I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps that sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Now that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Sarcastically to his half.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things to get into fights? It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Roller are always having a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control. Perfect little Luca Van Horn with his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and yet even she already likes you. You have Tish. I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know? I get that impression.
As he wiped his eyes.
It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Into a wide yawn.
Should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all of this.
Slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
All Luca could whisper before succumbing. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living
I think that
rug.
they're gonna die of
He looked
hypothermia.
up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. This is how you remember them. Luca turned to see his own fate. The doppelganger from his dreams.
Ooh.
Still clad in a yellow hazmat suit.
Ooh.
Still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww. Look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing
God.
the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories. All warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw, the day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Let me show you. The world flickered in pulse. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of the doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Yo, who is this lady?
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snow. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation.
Whoa, we don't know this
Raising one
person.
hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me.
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Okay, unfortunately, I really do have to bring this episode to a close. I know that this is a bad place to stop, but I have to. If I record over a certain limit, my computer, my recording software might, like, short out, or it, like, glitches out if I go a lot over 30 minutes, so I do have to bring this episode to a close. But if you're excited to see where this is going and see if we're actually going to get the right ending in the next episode, please leave a like on this video. It really does help the channel out. Also consider subscribing, and when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you get updates on when I upload future episodes. Without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! I'd like to give a very special shout out and thanks to the following patrons: Deep Dive Dylan, D. Roberts, Brian White, Caleb Putnam, Robin Harper, Bob Conway, Cody Webb, and Maticus Sama. Thank you all so much.